Wade Kerspuy versus Hishaam Kamish. Wade Kerspuy is ring smart, elusive, and accurate, blending exceptional striking with a well-rounded ground game. Coming off a debut loss, he is motivated to record his first EFC win.
You're going to see me having fun, man. I can't wait to get in there and execute what I've been training for this last 10 weeks.
Hishaam Kamish boasts powerful Muay Thai skills and an impressive pro boxing record. Still largely unknown in the world of MMA, now he steps out into the bright lights.
When the X door is closed, well, the gates of hell open.
It's the ring smarts of El Torito going up against the tested striking of Kamish as Wade Kerspuy takes on Hishaam Kamish.
And here we go, next matchup on the way. It is flyweight time, and we're gonna get it kicked off here with Hishaam Kamish as another mad fit fighter steps into the grand arena. As you can see, Don Mad right behind him. Hishaam Kamish, this is a real interesting cat because there's not a whole lot that's actually documented about him. We know that he's had some amateur experience, he's had some kickboxing experience, but you can't find out a lot about him. You kind of hear different things from different people. Oh, he's had a bunch of fights. Oh, he's only had a few fights. Yeah. So it's kind of a mystery, but it's cool because Graham Cartmel sees what he's about, sees that Don rates him at a very high level, and is going to give him a shot here at EFC 68 in Cape Town. Big opportunity here. He doesn't want to blow it.
Yeah, absolutely. Massive opportunity for Hishaam Kamish, making his professional debut, and what a place to do it. In front of your hometown, both your coaches in your corner. Massive opportunity.
Now the stats that we have heard is that 6-4 pro Muay Thai, that's unverified, but then a 2-1 pro boxing record, and that is verified. And he actually began with a guy that challenged for the EFC Bantamweight Championship, the undisputed Bantamweight Championship, Irshad Syed. That's another great fighter to learn from, a former champion of the EFC. If you pair him up, Don Madge, Irshad Syed, you talk about two awesome teachers for Hishaam Kamish.
Yeah, absolutely. You're looking at a very solid base to work off of. And of course, you know, the training the guys do, simulating fights in the gym. He's going to come out here very prepared and certainly ready for the action tonight, especially considering the guys in his corner, the quality of his teammates. And man, how fired up did he look yesterday at the weigh-ins? Just super ready and wants to grab this opportunity with both hands.
Well, he has nowhere to go now. He is officially inside that hexagon for 3 5-minute rounds. Our flyweight division. Can Hishaam Kamish rise to the occasion with this big opportunity in the EFC?
Return to the mat. Get it what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting.
And here comes El Torito, Wade Kerspuy, another fighter fighting out of Cape Town, fighting under the SBG brand. As you can see, a man that we're going to see in our main card, following right behind him in Gary Joshua. Out of that brand new SBG Sea Point Cape Town group. And they've taken the name, and they're already putting out some great fighters. Wade Kerspuy, he had a really tough fight against Guy Mugambi, wasn't able to get the W, but he definitely showed us a lot in his debut.
Yeah, absolutely. A loss in the third round, but as you've mentioned, we saw glimpses of what could potentially be greatness one day. And, you know, they've built a nice little team around him. You've got guys like Francois Groenewald, Gary Joshua that you see in his corner, and then, of course, a familiar face right behind him in Victor Swartz. So they've really assembled a very solid little unit here down in Cape Town, and good sparring partners, good jiu-jitsu partners, good wrestling partners. So, you know, in terms of the experience, all the ticks goes into Wade Kerspuy's boxes. Well, he's in the prep zone, brought to you by Adidas, the global leader in combat sports equipment and apparel, and that's available from sntsports.co.za. So Wade Kerspuy, you know, has to be extremely hungry after taking that close loss to Guy Mugambi, a very tough competitor. Kerspuy wants to get win number 1 under his belt. And he wants to go right after Kamish. Now, they had a pretty heated face-off in the weigh-in. These two are very animated. For the small guys, they were definitely getting in each other's face. And you're not the biggest fan of the small guys, but I know you're looking forward to this one.
No, come on, man. Don't put me behind the 8 ball like that, Dirk. Come on. I just like the heavies. What can I say? But these guys can definitely bring the heat. I'm looking forward to this fight. I think it could be really good. Action-packed.
And in terms of experience, you look at the amateur record of Kerspuy, and it's, you know, he's had a ton of fights, 5-2 as an amateur, and of course he spoke about his professional debut against Guy Mugambi. So, you know, he's certainly got everything ticked in his favor to get the victory tonight, but he's in for a big task and a guy that's super motivated.
Well, you can visit betexchange.com to access the latest odds, fixtures, previews, and much more, all on major sporting events all year round.
On the Samsung tail of the tape between these two flyweight contenders, Wade Kerspuy, older by 6 years, but Hishaam Kamish has a tiny 1 centimeter reach and a little bit of height in his advantage as well. Samsung is amplified, or EFC is amplified by Samsung. The new Samsung S8 and S8 Plus is available in Midnight Black, Orchid Grey, and Maple Gold. Let's send it up to Cyrus for our introduction.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 5-minute rounds in the EFC flyweight division. Introducing first the fighter on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is a boxer making his professional debut. Standing 1.72 meters tall, weighing in at 57 kilos. Fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa, Hishaam Kamish. And now his opponent, standing across the hexagon and fighting out of the blue corner. A mixed martial artist coming in with a pro record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Standing 1.64 meters tall and weighing in at 56 kilos. Also fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa, Wade El Torito Kerspuy. Your referee when the action begins, Bobby Karajinides.
The RDG Hexagon girls, General Motors might have left South Africa, but Rex Diffin Gearbox is still here after 25 years.
That is Zimmy, one of our beautiful Hexagon girls here in Cape Town. El Torito, Wade Kerspuy, taking on Hishaam Kamish. Look at the eyes. Look at the death stare from Kamish. Round 1 is underway, brought to you by Dragon Energy, high performance energy drink, and the action has already started as Wade Kerspuy is already inside control.
He's made it quite clear what he wants to do in this fight. Take it away from the stand-up, get it to the ground. And he did that with relative ease and success, but I just think for Kamish anyway, it was very, very soon, very quickly in the first exchange.
It's a quick welcoming by Wade Kerspuy, quickly bringing him to the ground, and Hishaam Kamish is already in a compromising position. It'll be interesting to see if Kerspuy can do anything with this, and Kamish is up to his feet, but right back down on his back.
Straight back down. He's got great control so far. Kerspuy trying to pass here, see if he can use that left instep to break and move across. Very active on the ground, as to be expected from the flyweights.
Absolutely. And
if he can pop that leg out, he's going to try and mount you, even though his neck is trapped.
He is trying his best, and he gets it. Full mount for Wade Kerspuy. El Torito in a very good spot here in the opening 90 seconds.
Manages to pop his head loose. Is a good spot for him. Gives up his back now.
Ooh, bad spot here for Kamish.
Has both the hooks in. A lot of work to be done by Kamish here.
He lost one of the hooks. Now they're both in again, and El Torito is looking for a kill.
He's trying to look at the body triangle, and he might inches away from getting it in. Solid start by Kerspuy early on. Opportunity to land some blows here.
Most definitely. And here we go. Big right hand.
Now tries to flatten his opponent out.
Hishaam Kamish listening to his coach. You can hear Don Madge in the background barking out orders to his young fighter, Hishaam Kamish. And this is a very telling, this is a very big part of somebody's career. If they can handle an onslaught like this, if they can persevere, we'll see if Hishaam Kamish can do just that.
Looking for that rear naked choke, but I don't believe he's got enough on it. He needs to wear his opponent down a bit more, softening up with some punches, which he does right now. But so far, it's been all Kerspuy from the opening stands of this fight. He's landing some good shots here. 2.5 minutes left to work in this first of a possible 3 rounds. Now he looks for the choke. He might have this. He might have this
one.
That's
It's on
how he gets
time,
it.
and good night, Hishaam Kamish. El Torito with the W here in Cape Town. Now 1-1. Dirk, how about that finish?
Solid debut. Just overwhelmed his opponent from the very first second. And how methodical was that work on the ground? He got his back and he took his time. Didn't overcommit, landed some really good shots and just working, breaking his opponent down, gets the rear naked choke in deep.
Well, you know,
Gets the victory.
And look, I mean, compare the situation. You take a look at a guy like Kamish, obviously taking that first loss. Kerspuy was in the exact same position.
Yeah.
His first time in the EFC, he takes the loss and he bounces back. It's a big lesson learned for Hishaam Kamish. So we hope to see him back in the Hexagon, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. It is certainly not something that is easy to make your debut, and he was just overwhelmed by someone that was game plan 101, gets that rear naked choke locked up, flattens him out. That is in deep. He had absolutely nowhere to go. Bobby Corrigini is right on top of the action. Kerspuy gets the victory and will shortly get his hand raised. Just a solid performance. Good strong wrestling. He landed a couple of shots, didn't overcommit, and he gets the victory. Goes 1-1 as a professional fighter, and you can see he is a man that was super happy with that result. Great result for Kerspuy. Let's send it up to Cyrus for our results.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Bobby Kershinides has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 31 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Wade El Torito Kerspuy.
I'm here with your winner. Big victory for you, and you got in there, game plan clearly, take him down and grind from there.
Jiu-Jitsu, man. I just want to say, first time ever fighting in Cape Town, my hometown. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, my team. Gary, Coach Steve, Vickers, Jan, Bailey, everyone at SBG, everyone at Tap Out that's always staying with me. Thank you so much, guys. My wife, Cara, I love you. And this one's for my grandma.
Well, clearly very emotional. Congratulations. Massive victory to you. We look forward to seeing you again. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Wade Kerspuy.
Wow, what a win for Wade Kerspuy, bouncing back off that first loss, coming by, getting a big W in his hometown. Does it get any sweeter than that? El Torito showing up, getting a tap-out victory, and just like that, 1-1 on his career. Look forward to seeing if he can make some waves in that flyweight division. More to come here from Cape Town and Grand West. This is EFC 68.